That's like, you've talked before about this idea of how your acting career has actually brought on huge anxiety
Yeah.
and stress. Where's that come from?
I was going to take care of my family and friends and, look at all the amazing things I could do. And every time I go into a job, as small as it was and inconsequential, in my mind was like, if I screw up this one scene, then it will somehow make its way to Hollywood from Australia and I'll never get a job again. If I screw up this one audition. And it was that kind of pressure. And all of a sudden I was hit with this wave of anxiety because I was looking at the outcome rather than the sort of process. And then I remember, and I've talked about this in a couple of interviews, but reading a few books around performance anxiety specifically and looking at different sports players and musicians and people who performed at a high level of public speaking, and they took all their sort of measurements, the physical sort of responses prior to these engagements and said, are you scared or are you excited? And whether, half the group was in the scared category, half was in the excited, the physical response was exactly the same across the board. Elevated heart rate, all the things you would imagine. So it was about the sort of, the takeaway was it was about an interpretation to that feeling.